If you're installing a new shower or updating your old one, you have more exterior design choices than a simple curtain or sliding glass door. This is a glass block shower exterior. It's a great way to give your home a custom look. Glass block systems come in standard sizes, or you can custom order a size that fits your design. You can hire a crew to install it, but it's also a great do-it-yourself project that fits together in a few easy steps. What makes glass block easy to install is its pre-fabricated design. An aluminum frame holds the grid system in place so it arrives ready for a quick dry fit. After you know the unit fits, use a level to make sure it's plumb. Then use a pencil to mark where the frame for the shower opening will attach to the wall. Pre-drilled holes on the glass block side make it easy to mark where the main bolts will be installed. Once the dry fit is over, you're ready to attach the frame. After the holes are drilled, the frame for the shower opening will be held in place using 1/4 inch wall anchors and screws. The unit is sealed with silicone to make it watertight. The silicone also has a fungicide to prevent mold and mildew. The frame for the glass block unit is attached using a socket wrench and lag bolts. Then it's time to put in the glass. According to Steve Weddle, who works for the company that manufactures this grid system, the strength of the glass block unit is the grid. So Steve, the grid system, it looks like goes together fairly quickly.
It really does, Michael. It's a simple process. We have aluminum frame that simply attaches to the walls, and then you simply insert the glass blocks.
Yeah, so there's no mortar, totally mortarless system.
That's correct. It's all done without mortar. It's an interlocking aluminum grid, glass block, and sealant.
Okay, so if we had mortar, then we would just go up a few rows, and we'd have to stop the whole construction process for a day, wouldn't we? Let it dry because the block's so heavy.
In most cases, that's what you have to do. You have to let it set up before you can continue any further.
But it looks like these guys are going to finish the whole thing in half an hour.
I would say so. It's going pretty fast. As you can see, it's simply put the vinyl boot on the block. That helps hold it in place, and it's just simply shoved into the grid system.
Well, I've seen this system before on Windows, except the grid itself, the flange here, was much, much wider. Why is it so narrow now?
Well, what we did was we took a lot of feedback from consumers, builders, and architects, and they wanted to see less metal. They liked the metal, and they liked all the different colors that we offer in the metal, but they didn't like the 3/4 inch grid. So we've reduced it to 3/8, the same distance as or the same width as a mortar joint. And so now you have a clean, symmetrical look.
Well, Steve, this looks like something that a do-it-yourselfer could do.
It is. It's an easy process. It's a good afternoon job for a do-it-yourselfer. Simply mount the frame. We do offer free architectural design services. They can just simply fax us a plan, and we'll do the takeoffs and give them the framing dimensions, and they prepare their opening and set the grid in place and start inserting glass blocks.
I'll tell you what, let's kick the guys out of there and try one ourselves.
Okay.
Okay. Steve, I'm used to the system where you put tape all the way around the block, and this has a boot instead. Why is that?
Well, what we've done is that we wanted to speed up the installation process, and we've eliminated the foam tape, which you're familiar with, and that's the adhesive on the back of the closed-cell foam tape, and we've designed a vinyl boot to use instead.
So just slide it around the block and then slide the block in?
That's correct.
Well, I like that. That's simple. Okay, now once the blocks are in place on our shower, what do we do to keep any water from coming out?
Well, what we provide with all of our units, we provide a non-organic silicone sealant, and it comes with all the units, and it's applied on the inside, and that keeps the water from coming through the grid. All
around the edges. Will that look okay?
Yes, yes. It's a very simple process. We recommend that when you put the sealant in, and come back with a spoon, a common plastic spoon, and tool the joint, and then when you let it dry up, you can simply cut away the excess sealant.
Steve, if you ever break one of these blocks, it's got to be easy to replace.
It truly is, Michael. You simply cut away the sealant and then push out the block.
And you can just knock it through from that side?
That's correct.
Yeah, I like that. With the boot, it just slides out. Do you need a new boot, or can you reuse this boot?
No, you can reuse that boot and just replace the block.
Okay, now it would have been a lot more trouble, though, if we would have had a mortar system, wouldn't it?
Absolutely, because you have to tear out the block, and a lot of times you'll break the blocks next to it when you do that process.
I like this one a lot better. Well, Steve, it looks like there's a lot of different patterns and colors also to choose from.
Yes, there are. As you can see here, this is Solaris glass block, and we have a few of the patterns and colors, and they have over 14 patterns and colors to choose from.
This one looks like it's wet, but that's actually in the glass. Those aren't bubbles on the outside?
That's correct. This is a Savona pattern glass block, and it's ideal for shower applications.
Yeah, that would have been perfect. Never have to clean the shower, ever. And then here, this is fairly obscure. You couldn't see through that one, hardly.
Yes, this is a Samba pattern in a peach color glass. It's very obscure, great for total privacy.
Okay, and then back here you've got some other colors and different patterns, so I guess it's kind of limitless on what you can do.
Yes, it is.
The glass block system also gives you a wide choice of trim to match the finish of your plumbing fixtures or the color scheme of your bathroom. A glass block system gives you a variety of styles and colors, and best of all, it's easy to install. Depending on which glass pattern and trim you choose, the project will cost between $20 and $40 a square foot. So you might want to consider glass block if you want to turn an ordinary shower like this into a showcase for your sense of style.